Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So again, I do apologize for my voice. Unfortunately, I did get sick very recently from one of my youngest sons. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to take on the 4th EPS optional boss fight. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me this way. Just like the other 3 EPS fights, you do have to talk to Caviar in IDA Block L. It's the blue exclamation mark. And then after that, she'll send you up to the top of IDA School Block L, which is the Sky Park, in which case you'll meet this lovely little pig. Now, let me know in the comments below if you've read or if you know what movie this pig is referring to. Obviously, it's talking about a pig in human form. I was thinking Babe, but who knows? It could be something else, and I could be totally wrong about that. Anyways, obviously, we get into some hijinks in taking on the pig. The pig looks nice and friendly, obviously very shy, and just wants us to help him out. And of course, he tricks the heroes into helping out. And of course, what we get rewarded for is a very, very challenging battle. Now, keep in mind also, you do have to have beaten the other 3 EPS optional boss fights in order to unlock this 4th one. And just like before, you do get an upgraded, powered up version of the personal weapon for Kiro, which is the Regret. So if you haven't checked out or taken down the other 3 bosses, make sure you check out the EPS fights on my channel. I do have guides on those. And of course, if the team I have does not suit your roster, feel free to check out other videos. There's plenty of different strategies to take down these 4 bosses. Now, I will say ahead of time that this one actually did seem a lot easier than the other 3. The other 3 had a lot of interesting defensive capability, in which case you had to do a lot of finagling around to kind of adjust your attacks. Some of them had to resist. For example, in the first one, resist until turn 5. The second one had multiple weaknesses that you had to exploit, otherwise annulled. The Quadoxin had multiple HP lives, in which case you can't kind of one-shot it. Now this one can definitely be one-shotted, and certainly you can do a lot of different teams in order to take it down. Alright, so we're at the point now, unfortunately, where Kiro did unlock the power limiter. And of course, we're up to taking down the boss. So here we go. The boss fight itself is actually shorter than the rest of the story, which is very unique in this case. Most of the fights were needed a lot of turns, and for me personally, this one only took 3 turns and only a couple tries. So if you're being discouraged with the first few fights, if you make it this far, you can definitely experiment with a lot of different team comps and have a little bit of fun with it, as you'll see very, very shortly. The team comp I chose both satisfied my waifu needs and also let me play with a unit I don't usually bring into the fight. And so I apologize ahead of time for having the team comp I have. If you've watched my channel by now, you know that I don't usually use this particular unit in any super boss fights. Alright, here we go. So we're going to use a full-on wind team, and unfortunately I am using a Melissa on this team. Melissa actually has a lot of synergy with the other wind units on the team. However, Suzette normal style is actually there because I wanted her on the team. She actually isn't the best, only because she is a pierce unit and the other 3 are slash. AS Kiko does give slash resistance down, so obviously normal Suzette does not benefit from it, but fine. It doesn't really matter. I wanted to use 2 Suzettes, and here we are using 2 Suzettes. The other reason I also chose Melissa is that her Flash Strike Stones, each time you hit the enemy, the AF bar charges by 10%, as opposed to if I used the preemptive Wind Zone from Ultra Suzette. And the reason I needed that is I really wanted to power up AS Kiko. Don't forget, in the AF, you'll not only need to press Overdrive, you'll need to press Wheel Charge, then 3 stacks of Miko Whirlwind, and then stack as many of the Pale Riders as possible. If you spam Pale Rider, it does boost her weapon damage consecutively up to 3 stacks of axe damage, which is 60 additional. So for maximum damage, you want 3 stacks. In this case, I only got 2 out of it. And if you activate a 1-turn wind zone attack, you don't usually get enough stacks, and then I wasn't able to bypass the HP stoppers. Keep in mind that they do have 3 HP stoppers, one at 25%, one at 75%, and one at 99%. At the end of each HP stopper, it'll also hit you with a fixed damage, which is not a killer. It actually hits you with only a certain percentage of your existing HP life. So no matter what happens, it can't kill you with that concentration move. However, if you do let it continue past the concentration move, which is just charging itself up, it'll do elemental attacks, time after time, which can really wreck you if you don't have multiple int downs, type shields, and so on and so forth. In this case, since I didn't take a hit, other than the counter move at each HP stopper, which is the glutton move, then you really don't have to really worry about deep fence at all, which is one of the best things about using flash strike or preemptive type one-turn EF strategies. Alright, so that was nice and fun. Good luck in taking it down, and let me also know in the comments below what team comps you used if you did beat it. I'm sure that many of you are expert fighters at this point and probably able to take this down without my help at all. Like most storyline quests, I'm going to stop talking now and let you watch the rest of the video in peace. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.